Screen.
Hi everyone, we are live at the moment. Okay, welcome to Muet and Matriculation session. We are here with Teacher Yenny and Madam Heidi. All right. Okay, we would like to thank Academy YouTuber, Kelab Didik Malaysia and eDidik Malaysia for giving us this opportunity to share our knowledge on this platform. Okay, in the meantime, please write your name on the chat section and tell us where you are from. All right, so yeah, Teacher Yenny's PowerPoint, can I add it to the stage?
Yeah, sure.
Teacher Yenny?
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So we are here our presenter today is Teacher Yenny from SMK Sultan Yusof Perak. Okay.
Can you
So
see
I
my
will.
screen?
Yes, we can see.
Thank you.
Okay, Lee Simon is here. Awesome Chia says that there's an echo, a little bit noisy.
Hi, awesome Chia. Oh, noisy. From my
Yeah,
side?
I think so. That's an echo.
Oh, okay. I really don't know how to fix. Okay, now is it better? Hi, Lee Simon. Hi, awesome Chia. Hi, everyone. Okay, thank you, Madam Hannah. Can I start now? I
Yes,
hope
go ahead.
it's okay. All right. So good day, everyone. All right. It has been a long time since the last I presented. All right, due to hectic schedule, so I couldn't really share a lot of things with all of you. Okay, so I would like to apologize for that, and really I'm thankful for the Muet members that I have. All right, like Madam Hannah, Madam Isa, Madam Vina, Madam Chia. They are so helpful, and now we have Heidi. Of course, we are so grateful to have you here in our group. All right, welcome to join us, the Muet team. And of course, I want to show you my slides. Okay, so if I show my slides, I can't see what is actually behind. Okay, what is actually happening behind the scene, the stage. Now, let me show my slide. Where is my slide? Okay, here. So can you see full screen my slide? Okay, here you have, I just want to show you Madam Chia. Okay, so this is Madam Chia.
Yenny, we can only see the presenter window.
Oh, okay. So it's a smaller one.
I think you need,
Presenter
yeah.
window.
I mean,
Okay, so what do I need to click?
it is not on slideshow. I think you have to click on the X or got it. Okay, all right. Yeah,
So
present.
I need to click present, right?
Correct.
Okay, so which one do I need to choose? Is it presenter view or present full screen? Present.
Try presenter view.
I think present full screen. I think.
Present full screen. Okay, thank you.
Oh,
Just
okay,
now
yeah.
I tried
All right.
presenter view. Okay, thanks a lot.
Oh, okay, right.
All right, so just want to show you, all right, all the team members here, okay? They are awesome team members, huh? Awesome Chia. Right, so we have here Awesome Chia. This is Madam Chia, all right? We also have Awesome Chia out there as an audience, right? All right, and then next to Madam Chia, all right, is Vina, Madam Vina. And then our head of the team would be Madam Isa. All right, and then next to Madam Isa, it's me, Teacher Yenny, and then we have Cikgu Hana. Hi, Cikgu Hana. All right, Cikgu Hana, you have retired, right?
Yeah,
Congratulations.
just retired.
Yes, congratulations. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
when was your birthday?
Last month.
Okay.
Yeah, my birthday was on the 26th of September, but I retire on the 1st of October.
All right. Congratulations. You are retired now, YB, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
YB.
So we have retired teachers who are very active in sharing. So make sure you join us. Okay. They are actually awesome teachers. Okay. Very experienced teachers. So make sure you join us. They would like, to share their experience with all of you. And of course, how to score in wet paper. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about speaking tips. I'm afraid that we don't have enough of time, so perhaps I could only just finish this individual presentation for this session, because I also want to share some AI tools that you can use to help you for individual presentation, where I know that there are many candidates out there who are taking Muet without tutors, okay, without teachers, especially private candidates. So you can use some great AI tools to help you, okay? So just wait for a while. Okay, next. All right, so as usual, right? We have part one and part two, okay, for speaking test. So part one is an individual presentation. Part two would be a group discussion. So you have to listen to the examiners, all right, during the speaking test. So listen to the instructions. Once they have given you the instructions, then you can start speaking. Don't just, start speaking without listening to the instructions from the examiners. Okay. So the first part would be individual presentation. You have 2 minutes to prepare. You have 2 minutes to talk. So I will also share, what are the ways to prepare, what are the tips that can help you to generate more ideas, okay, to prepare your individual presentation. All right, 2 minutes to talk, it's actually very short. All right, most of my students, they don't have enough of time to conclude. I don't know why. All right, now here are some, samples that I can give you. All right, these are all past year papers. These are all from past year papers. Okay, part one. All right, part one, you have 2 minutes to prepare. You have 2 minutes to talk. So listen to the examiners. They will give you instructions. Sorry, yeah. Hello, hello. Yes. Sorry, who's on the line? Lee. Oh, yes, yes. Sister Lee Chan. I put two. Oh, my mom. Yes. Oh, okay. Okay, okay.
Okay, while waiting for teacher Yenny. All right, we have Lee Simon, Chia Yao, and Awesome Chia. Okay, if any one of you later, when teacher Yenny is ready, you can join us on stage, all right? Okay, I think teacher Yenny is having an urgent matter. All right. Okay, teacher Yenny, are you ready?
I'm already sorry for the interruption. All right. Somebody called me. It's about the dinner invitation. All right. Sorry. Yeah. So now let's move on. This is the first sample that I can show you. All right. Each candidate will get a situation, and of course, you will get different tasks. Okay, different tasks. So for candidate A, okay, for example, candidate A, this candidate got got this situation, and this candidate has to talk about the location. All right. So I would like to show you a few samples. Okay. Now this one, talk about exercising regularly. All right. Playing online games, spending a day in the city. All right. Organizing a car wash event. All right. Now I would like to talk about the structure and then I will bring you back to the sample questions. Okay. Now here, of course, you will have to start with greeting. You greet the examiners. All right. At the beginning, of course, you need to make sure that, you know, your language is impeccable because it's just, you know, at the beginning. Make sure you don't have a lot of self-corrections like good morning to fellow candidates, good morning to examiners, good morning to everyone. So that would be, you know, self-corrections. So please don't do that. So just make sure that it's impeccable at the beginning, all right? Even when you introduce your task, and then you can move on with your first idea. So greeting part, you can just, you know, keep this in mind. You have a few ways to greet the examiners and fellow candidates, right? Good morning to everyone. Good morning, I bid to one and all. Good morning, I bid to the examiners and all my fellow candidates, okay? So just remember these useful expressions, and then you move on to the next stage, introducing your task. Read the task given. All right. You also have to read the situation because the task will be linking to the situation given to you. All right. And then you share your first ideas. When you prepare your points, when you're given 2 minutes to prepare your points, you only need to prepare your first and second idea. Most of my students, they only have time to prepare 2 ideas. If you are more advanced, you can have 3 ideas. Okay. Make sure that it's not just, you know, touch and go points. You need to elaborate. You need to give examples. All right. You need to explain. Elaborate means giving explanation and also examples. All right. You also need to justify. You don't just, you know, give the point and then next you move on to the next point and then you move on to the next point. If you have many points, it doesn't mean that you are good. So your point, make sure that you have elaboration. So each point must have elaboration, not just giving points after points. You know, some students, they have 5 points, but, you know, just touch and go. So make sure you organize your points when you're given 2 minutes to brainstorm or to prepare your points. And then the last stage should be conclusion. So conclusion, here are some useful phrases that you can use to wrap up. In conclusion, to sum up. All right, in short, to summarize in a nutshell. So what are your 2 ideas? So in conclusion, what are your 2 ideas? Put your 2 ideas here. Okay. All right. So I will go back to the question. Okay. The samples right here. All right. I don't know whether, you know, the audience out there, you are willing to join me here. If you are willing to join me here, okay, I am so happy to receive all of you, all right, to join us. Perhaps, you know, Madam Hannah, can you please share the guest link with the audience, with our beloved audience out there? All right, you can actually join us here and share with us some of your ideas. Now, remember just now I said the first stage would be greeting part. All right, after greeting, you have to introduce your task. So how do you want to introduce your task here? Okay, so there are actually, you know, 2 ways. All right, one is for elementary candidate, another one would be for advanced candidate. So elementary candidate, you know, he or she can't think further, okay, and plus, you know, it's a panic situation for them, all right, because they seldom speak English. So you can just read the situation here. Everyone has different reasons when choosing a job. I am here to talk about the location. All right, so this is actually for the elementary candidates. All right, you can say, you can just read the situation given to you and share your task. Okay, everyone has different reasons when choosing a job. I'm here to talk about the location. You can do that. All right, advanced candidate, you can do it in a different way. All right, I am here to talk about the location when choosing a job. Okay, so you can link the task and the situation. Somebody is here, right?
Yeah, Chia Yao.
Hi, Chia Yao.
Still
Hi,
loading.
Chia Yao. How are you? Okay, next. Okay, let's look at another task. Here, you have another task here. All right, talk about exercising regularly. So elementary candidate, perhaps, you can just read the situation. It is important that we take care of ourselves and not to fall sick. So I am here to talk about exercising regularly, right? For more advanced candidate, you can do it differently, okay?
Hi, Madam
And
Yenny. How are you?
hello, Chayao. It has been a long time. It has been a long time since the last I met you online. How are you?
Yes.
I am fine.
Fine, thank you, teacher.
Thank you for joining us. Okay,
Madam
thank you for joining us.
Tetap
Yeah,
Minister SPM.
we have Madam Heidi here today. All right, she's new in our team, but she's not new in IU Academy. Okay, she's not new in IU Academy.
This
She
Chayao
has she
is
has
my favorite also. You always join our live
uh,
also.
she has
Madam
vast
Henry.
experience in teaching English. Yeah, yeah. Madam Heidi has vast
Madam
experience.
Henry. Ajab Minister SPM, my SPM English is D.
Wow,
Wow, good.
congrats! You got D.
Congratulations.
Good,
Good job.
good, good job.
So now you're getting ready to form 6.
I cannot go to
Oh,
concert.
never mind.
You're
But
not joining
yeah,
Form 6. Okay,
Okay,
congrats.
Teacher
You have
Yenny.
done your SPM.
yeah,
Okay, so I
Teacher
proceed. All
Yenny.
right, I proceed. The
Teacher
next
Yenny.
task. Yes, can you hear me?
There is a question from Awesome
Hi,
Chia.
Madam
Yes,
Henry.
Madam Hannah. Madam
Yeah.
Hannah.
Also, Awesome Chia has a question for you.
Okay.
When giving examples, can give personal experience. Number one.
Yes, I'm going to share how to brainstorm, how to generate ideas later. Now
Okay.
I am now moving to the third stage. But I want to finish this first, how to
Okay.
introduce your
All
task,
right.
because
Can
many
I
students
answer?
will, okay, sure. What's your question?
My speaking English is S2 A2.
Speaking English? Part
A2.
2? A2.
A2.
Okay. A2. All right, you got A2. All right, you need to
Improve.
speak more English with your friends, practice more, okay? Practice makes perfect. So don't worry. Now A2 in future can be C2, right? Okay? So keep up, don't give up. All right? Next, all right, talk about exercising regularly. So if you are an at once candidate, okay, perhaps you can use this way, how to link your task to the situation. I would like to suggest a way to take care of ourselves and not to fall sick. That is exercising regularly. So this is for advanced student. That's how you link your task and the situation given to you. Because, they come together. You cannot just, ignore the situation and you start, with saying that I'm here to talk about exercising regularly. Okay. So I'm here to talk about location. So it sounds weird, right? If you are here to talk about the location, what is it about the location? So you have a situation given to you. Okay. So for elementary and also for advanced candidates, I have given you some examples. Okay, so this is another sample. Talk about playing online games. So how do you want to introduce your task as an advanced candidate? perhaps the audience out there would like to try. Anyone, you can just type. If you don't want to join us here on air, you can just type out, your answers there. And Madam Hannah will relay your message to me because I can't see your comments out there. I can only see my slides. Okay, anyone would like to try? Awesome, Chia, Simon. Anyone else out there? Yeah, perhaps you can try as an advanced candidate. How would you introduce your task? Okay, how would you introduce your task? I would like to what? Is it just I would like to talk about playing online games? Anyone out there would like to try? Hello? No answers. Just
No
give a
answers
try.
yet.
Don't worry. No answers.
Yeah, not yet. I would like to talk about playing online games as an activity to fill our time. So I ask question, I give the answer, I fail. in micro teaching. So you can just, try to link the task Awesome
and
Chia,
the situation.
Awesome Chia has given an
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah. Yes.
Today I'm going to talk about playing online games to fill my time.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You can change the pronoun. No, don't worry. It's okay. It's fine. Okay.
Okay, Chia Yao wants to try. Go ahead, Chia Yao. Chia Yao has disappeared from the Conti.
Okay, I would suggest that when you introduce your task, it is better for you to use, our time. Don't make it so personal. When you want to make it personal, it can be example. All right. When you want to make it personal, so just now, who was answering the
Awesome
question?
Chia.
Awesome, Chia. If you want to make it personal, you can do it when you give examples. So when you're introducing your task, normally, all right, you can use our. You can use pronouns such as our or their. Okay. So it includes more people. All right. Okay. So next, okay, spending a day in the city. So here it's about students, right? If you don't read this, if you don't know the situation, it can be anyone. It can be, adults. It can be young adults. So you have the situations here given to you. It's about students. All right. Spending a day in the city. It's not referring to, I hope you can see. Can you see the whole slide? Spending a day in the city. Okay. Spending a day in a city. Actually, this is for students. It's not for young adults, not for elderly people. All right. Not for everyone. So I'm afraid that when you're sharing something out of the context, you may talk about working people or adults who are working or young adults who are working. Okay. So remember, you always have the context given to you. Context is the king. Now the context here, it's actually students. Students, it is important for students to take short breaks once in a while. So I am here to talk about spending a day in the city. Okay, any other suggestions?
Hold on. Chia Yao. I want to talk about
Okay.
doing school homework using my time.
Doing school homework?
Using my time.
Oh, okay. But here it's the task is spending a day in the city. Okay, not doing homework. Spending a day in the city, my dear. So in the city, all right, you will go out from your house, not doing the housework or homework at home, you know, you have to go out to the city, all right. To the city, you will see, you know, shopping malls, okay, you see the buildings out there, you see a lot of cars, taxis, Grab car, okay, a lot of buses. Ah. Okay, that means spending a day in the city. Okay, take short breaks once in a while. Okay,
Teacher Yenny, Teacher Chia is with us.
Teacher
And
Chia, you can come and join us here.
yeah.
Show your face, Teacher Chia. How are you, Teacher Chia?
Yeah, we haven't seen her for quite some time.
Yes. Oh. Hi, Teacher Chia, are you here?
No, Chia Yao is here.
Oh, not Madam Chia, Chia Yao.
Yeah.
Okay. So I move on now, all right? Since nobody would like to join me. All right, the next task, talk about organizing a car wash event. All right, this one, you don't just suddenly say, you know, I'm here to talk about organizing a car wash event. You have to give the situation.
My
All right? Yes. So how you want to link your task with the situation? I'm here to present about organizing a car wash event to collect money for the poor. All right? So
Yenny,
that's,
can I try?
yes, sure, you can try, always.
My organize a car wash event using my hand.
Using my
Hi.
time. Okay lah. Chia Yao, right? Chia Yao, perhaps you can just make it simple for you. All right. My college is planning some activities to collect money for the poor. So I am here to talk about organizing a car wash event. So I'm here to suggest organizing a car wash event. Okay. So talk about, you can change it to suggest. All right. Okay. Cool. You just
Okay.
follow here. Make it easier. Make it easier for you. I make it easier for you how to connect the situation and the task. So make sure you start when you start at the beginning. Make sure it's good. All right. Don't make a lot of self-correction and a lot of mistakes. All right. When you introduce your task, and then you move on to your first idea. Okay. Now I would like to share. Yes.
Teacher Yenny. Awesome
Okay,
Chia has tried. So let me read out Chia's writing. Now,
Okay, sure.
I'm going to talk about organizing a car event as an activity to collect money for the poor or to fund for the poor. Which is better?
Collect money for the poor.
For the
Yes,
poor
okay.
or
Can.
to fund for the poor?
Organizing a car wash event, dear. Not a car event. Car wash event.
To collect fund for
Fund.
the underprivileged,
Yes,
he
collect
asked.
fund for the poor. Yes, yes,
Oh, okay,
yes.
all
It's
right.
acceptable. Yes. Okay, good. All right, collect fund for the poor. All right, good. So advanced students, you can paraphrase, but for elementary candidates, you just follow, okay, the words given to you, and then you connect it to your task. All right, because my students who are, you know, elementary level students, they can't really paraphrase. So I teach them another way, which is simpler for them. All right. So advanced students, you have different ways. They are different proficiencies, right? Different levels of proficiency. So I have to cater all the students' needs. Now let's look at the next one. All right, ways to brainstorm. So there are many ways to brainstorm. All right, of course, when you brainstorm, when you brainstorm, you don't write in sentences. You don't write in sentences because you don't
When,
have time for it. You only have
when
2
you
minutes.
how many
Yes.
do the store?
Huh? How many? Oh, I am
Many
sharing ways to brainstorm. You brainstorm, all right, you only have 2 ideas, but I'm sharing ways to brainstorm your ideas. Okay, actually you need 2 ideas, only 2 ideas, minimum 2 ideas. Okay, minimum 2 ideas. All right, maximum 3 ideas, because you only have 2 minutes to talk. Now, there are many ways to brainstorm. You can use WH questions. Like just now, Awesome Chia asked me whether, can share personal stories. Yes, you can share personal stories, all right, as examples. So share your personal stories, link to your personal stories and also your friends' stories. You can tell stories, all right, and then you can link to current issues. All right, you can give facts and figures. All right, if you have statistics, relevant statistics, you may do so. You can use WH questions. Most of the time, I would recommend my students to use WH questions. I don't think I can write here. I cannot scribble here. Actually, alamak. Okay, so Canva, I'm using Canva to present. I cannot scribble. So unlike, the Surface, Microsoft, I can scribble. So now I'm just giving you verbally. Use WH questions, why, when, what, how, okay? And then you can also link to your personal stories, your friends' stories, okay? Current news, history, all right? History, current news, facts and figures. If you have any, you can also make comparison. All right, make comparison. Okay, let's look at some of the ideas here. Okay, for example, this one, exercising regularly. What will happen if you don't exercise? So you can make comparison. All right, you can make comparison. When you exercise, you can detox. If you don't exercise, what will happen? Okay.
Teacher Yenny, excuse me. Awesome
Yes.
Chia has a question. Can we
Okay.
fake the statistics if we cannot remember?
Huh? Fake ah? No lah, don't don't give pseudo information. Don't give pseudo information. Some of the statistics, right? You can remember, like for example, statistics of if it's about unity. Okay, you want to talk about races, so you know that 70% of Malaysians are Muslims or Malays. All right, 20% Chinese. Okay, so you don't give pseudo information, all right, because the examiners, they read newspapers, right? Okay, don't give pseudo information. You can also make comparison. There are many ways, right? If you don't have the statistics, don't worry. You can actually compare, right? Comparison. Remember I told you something like this? Okay, you can also compare playing online games. All right, it's better compared to lepaking with friends. Okay, when you lepak with friends, you just talk gibberish, right? Playing online games would be better. So you compare with something. When you compare with something, you have more ideas, right? So make comparison. Okay, so these are some of the ideas that I can give you, all right, to generate more points. Okay, so ways to brainstorm. I hope they are helpful, all right? And wait, now I would like to share my OneNote. Okay, let me share my OneNote here. Okay, here, some of the ways. Okay, make comparison, etc. Can you see my OneNote here?
No,
Huh? Cannot ah? Alamak.
you're not.
So I need to share.
Because you're not sharing the whole screen, right?
Okay lah. So I need to share the whole screen. All right. I share the whole screen. I share. Stop sharing. I share screen. Entire screen. Okay, I share my entire screen. Now, you can see, all right, I am just showing one example, right? Okay.
Still cannot see Cikgu Yenny.
Huh? I'm sharing the
Awesome.
entire screen already.
Okay, now
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. Now, here I'm sharing the entire screen so that you can see my OneNote. Hopefully it's big enough for everyone. All right, now part one, individual presentation. This is how you prepare, right? When you scribble. Okay, just now I already shared with you ways to brainstorm, facts, reasons, experience, news, statistics, history, comparison. So try not to give pseudo information. But if you want to share your personal experience, maybe you can share some pseudo information. I don't know. Okay. Now here. If this is talking about smartphone, right? Talk about the smartphone. What is it about the smartphone, right? Life is easier today because of the advancement of technology. Okay, so you have to talk about the smartphone. Okay, so with smartphone, life is easier. You have 2 points here. Now, the first point, information anywhere, anytime. Remember, you only have 2 minutes to prepare. Maybe you don't even have time to write best way to carry the knowledge. Maybe you just have time to write the best way. Okay, updates, all right, up to date, okay, or news, up to date news. That's all. Situational example, you can give situational examples, all right, situational examples from various perspectives. For example, students, teachers, investors, business entrepreneurs, all right, businessmen or businesswomen. So give situational examples, all right. And then you can also share, apps. You have a lot of apps, right? Here I'm just sharing one podcast. Now, you don't have time to write ideas, information, all these. Perhaps you just write podcasts. That's all. How do I underline this? Okay. I can use this. You don't have time to write a lot of words. Perhaps you just write podcasts. All right. From business to health, to technology, to science, and so much more. So from podcast, you can learn a lot of things. All right. What else? Other than podcast, what else do you have? You have various apps, right? Perhaps you have Wiklet. Okay, you can get a lot of information from Wiklet. Waklet. So there are so many apps that you know. Now what do we have? ChatGPT. Sorry, I'm not using pen to write. I'm using my mouse to write. That's why it's horrible. ChatGPT. Okay, so there are so many things that you can share. All right, you don't have time to write sentences. Okay, just write the keywords so that you will remember what you want to share. Later, you want to share about podcasts, you want to share about Wiklet. All right, if you don't have time to read, you can just listen. All right, and then you can also use immersive reader. Immersive reader can read for you. Okay, so you can write here immersive reader so that you won't forget to share. Okay, immersive reader. But it's organized because you know that all these, they are under 1 point. IMMERSIVE, immersive reader. So if you don't have time to read, you can use immersive reader. Immersive reader can read for you. READER. Okay.
Teacher
So
Yenny,
yes.
Awesome Chia asked if you can explain more on situational example because he cannot understand.
Situational example like what you said just now, share stories, right? You share your stories, okay? Or situational examples, you can share from the perspectives of students, okay? Students, when they need to do research, they can gain a lot of information from internet. As long as you have internet and smartphone, you can get a lot of information, right? You don't even have to go to the library, all right? For teachers, what do they need? They need teaching materials, right? So a lot of teaching materials, all right, can be found online. So through your smartphone, through smartphone, teachers can find their teaching materials easily, all right? Investors, they can go to Forex to check their investments, Okay, so these are situational examples. Some students, they give listing examples. Okay, listing examples, this is the meaning of listing examples. Wakelet, ChatGPT, immersive reader. So this would be listing examples. You hanya bagi list. That means you just list, you just tell me Wakelet, ChatGPT, immersive reader, but you are not explaining what is the situation. So when it comes to situational examples, you have to explain. You need to explain the situation. Listing is just, merely listing like what I'm doing now, Wakelet, ChatGPT, immersive reader, what else, podcast. So this would be listing. So when you don't have enough of time to write, you just list, all right? Okay, now next, you have communication. Communication, I don't think you even have time to write calling. So you just write call, text, email. Okay, all right, more than 2 billion people around the world using this. So this one, you can memorize, right? More than 2 billion people. Okay, all right. When you have questions on assignment, when you need to miss a night class, all right, you need to inform someone, you can communicate with the person. Okay. So you just need to write the keywords. That's how you brainstorm. Because some students, they would write sentences. I have students writing sentences, but then when I ask them to present, they cannot present because they only have 2 sentences. And all the time they just give me the 2 sentences, repeat and repeat the 2 sentences only. So don't write sentences. Please, you must do the listing. Listing like this, Wakelet, ChatGPT, immersive reader, podcast, then you explain situational example. You don't even have to write situational example. Just remember that you want to explain student, information, research, teachers, this. Okay, so that's how you prepare your points. Okay, 2 minutes of preparation. All right, some students, they would prefer to give introduction before introducing the task. Okay, you may do so. For advanced student, okay, fine, you can do so. Okay, like this one. This is one example. Wait now, I make it smaller. Zoom out. I need to zoom out so that you can see. Alamak. I zoom out because you cannot read all the sentences here. Okay, let me zoom out first. Cannot zoom out. Can zoom in or not? Okay, can zoom. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, here. Now I hope you can read the sentences.
You need to move.
Yeah, I like to move it. Do we? Now here. Okay, let's
Yeah,
look at.
okay.
Okay, some students, they like to do this. They like to, they like to give introduction before introducing the task. You may do so, but please don't spend too much time introducing your situation. All right, then only you move on to your task. Then you don't have enough of time to share your first point and your second point. Okay, if you want to give introduction, give a very short one, or straight away just introduce your task. That would be easier, and then you have time to share your first point, your second point, and then to conclude. Because 2 minutes is actually very short. Okay, 2 minutes, it is actually very, very short. All right, so don't waste your time giving a very lengthy introduction. Like this one is okay. This is okay. This is quite short. Some students they would like to give very lengthy, introductory paragraph, and then next when they move on to the first point, it's already 1 minute. They already used 1 minute. So please don't do that, okay? Now, good morning, everyone. Technology has made our lives easier. Now it is very convenient to go to work or perform household chores due to the advancement of technology. There are various gadgets and equipment that people live their lives more conveniently. One of the gadgets is smartphone. So you see, now you move on to your task. Smartphones are the pinnacle of our technology because it functions as pocket computer. In my opinion, then you share your first point. Okay, here. You can do that. But I won't suggest you to give lengthy introduction. Just make it short. Okay, good morning. I bid to the examiners and fellow candidates. I'm here to talk about what is it, how smartphones are making our lives easier straight away. And first and foremost, share your first point. And then you move on to elaboration. Then your second point, elaboration, and then conclusion. Okay, make it simple so that you have time to share your first point, because examiners would like to listen to your first point and your elaboration, your second point and your elaboration, then how you conclude. All right. So you don't have to share lengthy introductory paragraph or introduction. Okay, you don't need that. Okay, so I hope you can understand. Any questions for individual presentation?
So far, no more question.
Okay, good. Now I go back to my Canva. Okay, now I need to look for my Canva. My Canva is here. All right, so you can see my Canva here, right? All right, now I will move on to this one. Okay, next. All right, now let's move on to the group discussion. All right, we are done with presentation, right? So I hope I've given you the tips. Just make sure that you talk and talk non-stop for 2 minutes. That's all. If you want to get marks, okay? Just make sure you talk and talk. Do not pause for too long. Okay, next. Part 2 is a group discussion. Now, group discussion, you have 3 minutes to prepare. All right? Make sure that you really use that 3 minutes to prepare. Okay, for part 2, you have this. You will be given a mind map with 5 ideas. Ideas are given to you. All right? This is just a sample. All right, past year question. Now, 5 ideas given to you. Choose 2 and choose 1 dominant point. Okay, choose 2 to prepare. Choose 1 dominant point. You can choose campaigns. You can choose special task force. Now, I would like to explain. These 5 points are given to you. You can also give points that are not stated here, but make sure that they are relevant to the pertinent question. If it's irrelevant, you're going to lose marks. Okay, if it's irrelevant, you're going to lose marks. And in your group discussion, it is not necessary for you, I stress, not necessary for you to discuss all these 5 points. Okay, remember that. You can just, perhaps you only discuss 2 or 3 points, or maybe only 1 point, but you have a lot of elaboration. It depends. So it's not necessary for you to discuss all the points here. Now, that means, ending up, you are just like, giving points, touch and go, penalties. Okay, I agree with that. And then website checking, I agree with that. You agree with everything, but then you don't have a lot of elaboration. You are just like repeating the points. Okay, so prepare at least 2 points. All right, but you need to have 1 dominant point. For example, here, how can the government control the spread of fake news? Okay, how can the government control the spread of fake news? So you prepare 2 points. Either you prepare monitor the users or website checking, okay? Or you prepare special task force and campaigns, okay? And then at the end of the discussion, you don't really need to give the most effective way. If you can't decide the most effective way, there is also a conclusion. I hope you understand that. Okay, so this is just a sample question. Okay, then I will move on to this one. Okay, now let's look at this. Examples. What is turn taking? Now this is part 2, right? Oh, sorry. I like to use OneNote because I can put everything here. All right. What is turn taking? All right. You know this is a group discussion, so you have to discuss. It's not individual presentation. Most of the students, when it comes to group discussion, all right, the first person who kickstarts the conversation, he or she would just, share everything he or she had prepared earlier. And then that's all, pass to the next person. Okay, you shouldn't do that. You just share a bit of your ideas, all right? Just share a bit of your ideas and then you ask the other members, all right, whether they agree with you or disagree with you, all right? So it is very important for you to learn, okay? Turn taking, you need to listen to the other candidates when they are speaking because you have to follow the flow of the discussion. Don't just present individually because sometimes the students would say, I agree with you, but now I want to share my point. That means you are not listening. You don't even, reiterate what the other candidates already mentioned. When you agree, at least you justify why you agree, or at least you reiterate or you repeat what the other candidates they have mentioned about this point. Okay, so remember, don't do that. I agree, but now I want to share my points. Okay, please don't do that. Now, so turn taking, it's important. Okay, this one, candidate B. Let's look at this. This is another situation. How can students improve their academic performance? So here are the 5. Okay, here are the 5 points given. Now, candidate B kickstarts the conversation. Good morning, everyone. We are here to discuss the best way. Now, when you use the verb discuss, you don't need about. Okay, tak ada about. So cross it out. We are here to discuss. So you include all the members. We are here to discuss the best way to improve students' performance in their studies. In my opinion, all right, so it's actually similar to part 1. You need to greet, and then the next thing is you have to introduce your task. So what is your task? Your task here is to discuss the best way to improve students' performance. So make sure that you introduce your task so that people would understand what you're trying to do here. Next, you share your opinion. In my opinion, joining or forming a group is one of the factors that can improve students' performance in their studies. Okay, next, you explain, right? How? You have to elaborate. You don't just share your point and then do you agree with me? In my opinion, I think consult teachers would be the best way. Do you agree with me? Don't do that. Share a bit, okay? Justify a bit. Why? Okay, so how? All right, when students from different levels of understanding in a particular subject are discussing and studying together, they would exchange ideas and help each other to master the subject. As the old saying goes, 2 heads are better than 1. Next, okay, do you agree with me, candidate C? So you don't just leave hanging here. Alamak. You don't just leave hanging here. Okay, 2 heads are better than 1. Full stop. And then you just have to look at your friends. So your friends, they don't understand what do you mean, right? Okay, so now you are asking them, do you agree with me? All right. Okay, here, candidate C. Now, this one is actually for advanced. For advanced student, I would recommend this. That means you point to the candidate whom you want him or her to give you feedback. This is for advanced candidate. All right. For elementary, that means, candidates who are easily panic and they normally don't have ideas to share. You don't pinpoint. That means you don't mention candidate C. You just mention, you just ask, do you agree with me? That's all. Okay. So you just ask, do you agree with me? So let those who are prepared to answer you. Okay. This one is for advanced students because you know what? Some students who are very advanced, when you ask, do you agree with me? So many of them want to share. Okay, candidate B also, candidate B, C, not B, B, candidate C, D, E, they want to share at the same time because they are advanced students, so they have a lot of things to say. Okay, so we don't want that to happen. Therefore, we mention precisely, okay, candidate C, what do you think? All right, for advanced student. Okay, prompting whom are you asking? Now, so candidate C would say, I couldn't agree more. That means agree. So make sure you learn all these useful expressions. Yes?
Teacher Yenny,
Yes.
that's a question by Awesome Chia again.
Okay,
Can
awesome.
we say research shows that around 70% of the students in Malaysia go for tuition to improve their academic performance? Is it possible?
What do you mean? You mean that the pseudo info or what? 70%? Are you sure that it's 70%? Okay lah, can lah. According to research, really?
Yes, research
Or
shows.
is it pseudo information?
I
Like
think
what you
so.
asked me earlier. Is
Yeah.
it pseudo information? If it is pseudo information, perhaps you don't use research. You can say majority of the students. Okay, make it general. Majority of the students. So you don't give the statistics. I am just, giving you an idea how to generate, okay, or how to generate points. So it is not necessary that you must use statistics. There are many other ways. You can use other ways like personal sharing, personal stories. You can make comparisons, okay. Current news, if it's about AI, you know something about AI, okay. You want to share about Bing AI, about Mid Journey, all right. Okay. Awesome Chia, boleh ya? Don't give pseudo information. All right. I couldn't agree more about study group can enhance the student's performance. Okay, it means candidate C agrees with candidate B. Okay, so hope that you understand now what does it mean. I couldn't agree more means agree. All right. Make sure that you learned all the useful phrases. So you have to justify, right? Candidate C must justify. You cannot just say that I agree. Okay, I agree with you, but now I want to share my point. I agree with you. Okay, then later, okay, I agree with you, but then you are sharing another point. So don't do that. If you don't have anything to say about this point, or you feel that you disagree with candidate B, you can just say that I disagree with you, candidate B. Okay, another way to generate more ideas, you can actually disagree with each other. All right, because you have 8 to 12 minutes to discuss, right? You can disagree with each other. Okay, so towards the end, you can agree with each other and make sure you give, justifications. Don't just agree because we are running out of time, so we agree with each other. You don't do that. All right. Next, why justify? In a study group, students can take turns teaching each other to reinforce their own knowledge. And then you also can further elaborate how. Okay, so why and how. Then next, you ask, how about you, candidate A? Now, if you don't think that you are actually, sitting with those advanced candidates, they are just elementary candidates, all right? So perhaps A1, A2, B1, all right, B1 candidates, you can use how about you? Okay, what do you think? Do you agree with us? All right, do you agree with us? Because you are, sorry, candidate C is with candidate B. So do you agree with us? Okay, do you agree with us? Okay, you don't ask this. This is only for advanced level. Advanced level, where, the students can talk non-stop. I have students like that. All right, next. So candidate A would answer, all right, well, that's true to certain extent. So when you negotiate, all right, this is negotiating. You can negotiate true to certain extent. That means you won't 100% agree with them. Do we still have time? If we don't have time, we can continue in the next session.
Yeah, it's already 6 o'clock.
Okay, so I think I need to stop here now. Okay, candidates, if you want to follow for more, make sure you, you stay with us, all right? Next Tuesday, make sure you stay with us. Next Tuesday, I am not sure whether I will be able to share or not. So make sure you stay with us. Perhaps Madam Heidi will be sharing next week. We don't know. Right, Madam Heidi.
No, I want to learn for all of you first.
Okay,
Teacher
Madam Heidi has vast experience in teaching English, okay. So I think we should end here. Thank you for all these awesome students, like awesome Chia.
Awesome
Who
Chair
else?
has another question, Madam
Okay,
Yenny.
yes.
Okay, what if our friend, for example, candidate A, who don't talk at all, to make him talk, can ask?
You have to prompt him. You have to prompt that candidate A. Okay. If you have a passive member, you have to prompt him to say something.
Okay, and
Okay.
then Awesome Chair also asked to share on how to use statistics. Probably not this time. Probably in the
How
next
to
class.
share.
Yeah, it's just that I want to tell Awesome Chia if you want, because he mentioned that he want to impress others, right? Well, using statistics. My
You have to
my
read.
opinion, yeah, my opinion is you need to be well read.
Yes.
You need to read a lot. You need to
You have
become,
to
yeah.
be, voracious reader. Yes.
Then only
Okay.
you could present the statistics. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for asking questions. Thank you, Chia. Thank you, Madam Chia. Thank you, Heidi Chan. Thank you, who else? Legend 27. Thank you, Madam Hannah. Okay, thank you, Chia Yao. There are not many audience here, right? So thanks
Yeah.
to everyone. Thank you, Lee Simon as well. Okay, so I think we need to end here now because it's already 6. Yes.
Right.
So I
Yeah.
pass the floor to Cikgu Hana. Do we have a certificate for the participants?
It should be given to you. It should be given to you.
No,
Can you
I
check
don't
the
have.
Telegram? Because last week, Abimat gave it to me, personal
Oh,
Telegram.
okay.
Can you check
It's
yours?
okay, never mind.
No.
So unfortunately, we don't have the link certificate for all of you, but I
I
hope
see.
that
Right.
you learned something from this session. Okay.
Right. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Madam Yenny. And welcome again, teacher Madam Heidi. All right, and stay tuned next week, 5 p.m. Probably, I'm not sure. I won't be around next week. For the next 2 weeks, I won't be around.
Wow.
So
Okay.
either Teacher Yenny or Madam Heidi, Teacher Vina, Madam Aisa or Teacher Chia.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay,
Okay.
thank
Thank you.
you
Bye
everyone.
bye, everyone. We don't even have outro nowadays.
Yeah. All right. Bye bye.
Bye. We just
Thank you.
end the stream.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.